about the Hyperice, and this is the Hypervolt 2. Now I've had this unit for like a year now, and I'll tell you what comes with it first. So first you get the unit itself, pretty hefty, pretty heavy unit. That's because there's a big battery inside of it. You get a little bag to carry all these other attachments. So that one hurts quite a bit at times. This is pretty soft. You can see that. This is the fork one, you know, you kind of get two there. And then this is the big ball. And we use quite a bit this one. Now, changing this attachment out is that easy. This is kind of your softest one. You got to push it in all the way, make sure, and then there's a button on the back. You just hold that for a few seconds and it turns on, and you can see how much battery life you have. It goes all the way to red before it stops working. You also get a little charger. So there's the little charger. You're just plugging that in. If you're using this heavily, I mean, you're probably charging it weekly, maybe a little faster if you're using it that heavily. But, you know, I have 30 minutes on here. It hasn't moved from green. So really good battery actually in this after a year. It can connect through Bluetooth into the app. There's some really good demonstrations and videos in the app that'll show you different when to use different attachments, and they'll say like, okay, this is a leg recovery session, and you just follow along exactly what they're doing. It can be a little hard to follow along because you got to have your attachments ready and hit the right parts, but then you can go through that. It's actually really nice. Now, to get this going, that's it, okay? Now, I'll tell you, this thing, it can do some damage. Like, it can really hit you hard. You can control how much pressure you're gonna put on there, and this assists recovery a lot. Like, I've found it fantastic. It has 3 settings. And you can see they're just increasing speed. Pretty intense, right? So it can be very, very intense, but it really helps with recovery. It really helps to work out, you know, knotted muscles, things like that. This is one of the best ones that I've seen too. In terms of the motor, in terms of how it's performing after a year, it sounds pretty much the same. I think, you know, after 5 years, I could start to have a little bit of trouble where it might not boot up. The battery gets a little bit weaker. You have a little bit of trouble with that motor. But right now, after a year of heavy usage, you know, we have like 4 different people that will sit and use this for 15, 20 minutes at a time on different parts of their body. And it's going strong. So I'm really enjoying the Hypervolt 2. I think this is worth every penny, actually. And I don't say that about all of Hyperice's products. Like, this one is kind of a medium recovery sort of thing. This is the Venom 2. But this one, I gotta say, it's worth it.